How was your weekend? Good? Great! Let's recap a little, shall we? Last Wednesday was the first day of the fencing competition. 2nd place out of 10 is pretty good, actually. But I think we can do a little bit better. Keep up the hard work, and before we know it, it'll be first place all around. Just do me a favor and be careful. 'Cause I swear, some of those students know the sport too well. Like they've been practicing the sport since the days of pirates. And with how young people tend to look, or how they seem to never age, you never know. Saturday was the first day of the chess competition. First place! Good job, you guys! Considering how we also have Mr. S helping the students with their game, no wonder we got first place right away. That, and maybe because some of them have already gotten the early signs of spring fever, since supposedly spring is supposed to come early. Yeah, tell that to all the snow and clouds we get during this time of year. And then again, suppose that could be the fault of an old spell that was used by 2 preteens years ago, and it just reactivates a tiny bit every year. Sunday was our 2nd track meet, and we got 2nd place. Again. It's not bad. At least we're not last. But I still think we can do better. Come on, you guys. Pick up the pace, and sure enough, we'll get first. Don't forget, this Thursday is our 2nd swim meet here at our pool at 2 p.m. Please bring a towel with you, or a raincoat if you want to sit at the front. I mean, considering how those mermaids swim, and I bet you're wondering how that is possible for them to compete. They're naturals in the water. That would give the team a great advantage. But here's the thing. Did you know that mermaids can turn their tails into legs? Granted, they can only do it once a day for a few hours, but they can do it. So why don't they come to class like everyone else? 'Cause again, only a few hours. Specifically 4 hours. And there's 6 hours in a school day. Plus, it's very exhausting to use up that much energy and magic just to stay on land. Hence, why they tend to just stay in the water. That's how mermaids can compete. As long as they are using their legs, it's not considered cheating or much of an advantage. They'd just be stronger swimmers. That's all. Oh, so finally, I read a fanfiction. It's just starting. Only 1 chapter is out. And for once, it's not one of Principal McAdam's fanfictions. Although she is lacking in putting them out lately. McAdam! That's not very nice. Coming out of your office just to flip me off. But I guess the only reason you haven't been able to is because you forgot. You still have chapters to write. Maybe because you're so old. Ow! Really? You threw a whiteboard eraser at me? Wait, that wasn't you? Oh, shoot! You mean that stupid flying eraser is still going? Oh, shoot! That's awesome, actually! My sister's supervisor at the time was also a teacher here, as punishment, for several pranks, including giving life to a whiteboard eraser and making it fly into people's heads if asleep or being bad. I hadn't heard anyone complain for a long time, so I thought it ran its time. Guess not. But that's so cruel! Students, if by chance you happen to get hit by this flying eraser, let me know. You don't have to put your name on the note. You can stay anonymous. Just tell me when and whose class. Maybe I can map out where the eraser goes and see if it has any patterns or routine. After all this time. This is pretty exciting, actually. Can't wait. Oh, right. Anyway, yes, so it's a short LMK. For those that don't know or don't remember, LMK is Love, Marry, Kill. I know what it's supposed to be, but Principal McAdam wants me to keep these announcements a little clean. At least PG-13. The version of PG-13 that is nowadays. Which is sad. PG-13 used to actually have some significance. Now it's just a rating for those that want to make it seem more adult, but in reality it's not. Only reason that it has that rating is because of the one curse word and the possibility that maybe you'll see boobs. It's rather pathetic if you ask me. Anyway, the first chapter I read was called Claws and Walls by Sherilyn IDA. It's about a sophisticated cat and mouse. You could say that it's a game of cat and mouse. Anyway, the mouse is undercover to get information from the cat, but the cat is smitten with him. The cat is about as hammy and flirty as my dad. I never thought I'd see a version of my dad as another species. Slightly weird, but it is so precious. I totally suggest giving it a read over at that art website for deviants. So far my rating is love it. It's cute. I totally enjoyed it so far. Now this would be the point where I'd do my Dear Lexus and or Lost and Found. But once again, there's no Lost and Found. Good job, you guys. And I seem to only have a couple of Dear Lexus notes. I thought about waiting to see if I would get more by next week. But what the heck? You guys shouldn't have to wait. So I'm going to go ahead and do the two that I've got. Here we go. Dear Lexus, I'm sorry if this upsets you, considering what you've been through back in October. But I've asked everyone else and gotten nowhere. So here goes. My mom's birthday is next week. Right now, she's in the hospital, about ready to hopefully get the rest of the tumor out. She says she doesn't want me to spend money on her, that she just wants to come home to her family. But I still want to do something for her birthday. She's my mom after all. What can I do for her? Signed, Devoted Daughter. Well, Devoted, I hope the best for your mom. What can you do for your mom? Try to help her not to think about the surgery, whether she's had it yet or not. Spend time with her. Talk to her. Don't ask her about it. Ask how she's feeling. Tell her it'll be okay, and give her love. Then talk about anything else, 'cause she needs the positive energy in her. She needs to not think of the bad side of it. Play a game with her. Talk to her about good things going on in your life. Talk about a funny show. Read funny articles to her. A joke, even if it's bad. Then, when you know that she's coming home, whether it's before or after her birthday, make her something. Something you think she'd like. Whether it be a cake, a drawing, arts and crafts, or even a macaroni heart. It's always the thought that counts, not the dollar sign. And she'll remember the fact that you cared for her much more than anything you would have bought her. And don't worry about getting me upset. As much as I wish my mom was here so we'd have our second chance, I'd rather not have her be alive after what she went through. 'Cause what they did to her? I can't imagine the pain she would have been in if they found her like that and alive. At least my mom isn't in pain anymore. And I hope when your mom comes out, she's tumor-free and you both have many, many, many long years together. Okay, next. Dear Lexus, I tend to be a loner. I'm used to having friends leave me behind. For me, that's just the way it is. No matter what I do, no matter how nice I am, I lose them at the end. I've had this one friend for 5 years, since middle school, and no matter how many times we screw up with each other, we were still there for each other. She's the constant in my life. Lately, I've noticed that after our last argument, she's been drifting away. She's cared less about whether I talk to her or not, or what goes on. I don't have the courage to ask her because I don't want to make her feel bad. I'm afraid of losing her. And as much as I'm not surprised, because no matter what, they always leave me, I don't want to lose her. I wish I could be the normal that she wants, but I'm not. I'm broken. I'm cracked in the head. I'm not a bad person, but I'm not a good one either. I wish I could tell her myself, but I don't want to make her feel bad. Or worse, see how much she doesn't care anymore. Or maybe at the end, it's best, because she'll be safe from my world. What should I do? Should I try to fight for her because I love her as family? Or do I do the hardest thing and let go and die inside? Signed, Conflicted. Well, Conflicted, this is deeper than I can even answer, but I'll do my best. It sounds like whatever this fight was has really affected you, and maybe you should talk to her. No matter how bad the results may be, holding it in is not the best way. You call her family, so I think you should fight for her. But if she needs space, let her have her space. At this point, it's up to her whether she wants to come back or not. And if she doesn't, then you might have to let go. And I know, it's so hard to lose people that you have cared about for so long. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means that you two have changed and maybe time to explore other things. Maybe someday you two will run into each other and pick up where you left. You won't know until you talk to her. And after me reading this out, she might have figured out who wrote this and will want to talk to you. Maybe sometime away from school to talk to her. 'Cause you don't need that conversation happening around where other students will overhear. Don't leave this hanging any longer. 'Cause life has a funny way of changing things on you before you have a chance to do what you should have done sooner. And that's it for Dear Lexus. Wow, we got deep this time, you guys. Not that I don't mind. Shows you students can be deep in thought and have more going on than what's happening in the classroom. So now it's time for today's lunch special. Pork belly sandwiches. Before you ask, it's not the stomach of a hellboar. No one can get near that. Their stomach acid will eat a hole through your whole hand while cauterizing it at the same time, if a drop gets on you. No, basically, this is the meat at the underbelly of the hellboar. Basically, thick, grilled bacon. Yum. Then you have your basics. So let's end today's announcements with a thoughtful quote. The glow of one warm thought is to me worth more than money. That is a good point. A warm, nice thought can be used over and over. You can never run out of it, and it lasts. While with money, it doesn't last, and you can run out. Plus, warm thoughts are free, and we can afford that. What's just as good, if not better? Giving someone a warm thought to remember. My name is Lexus Amelia DeVolo, and have a great week. Hey you guys, KattMcAdam here. Hope you enjoyed today's announcements. If you did, hit that like button. Want to hear more? Want to see videos of book reviews, or if you like seeing art being live streamed, then hit that subscribe button. Want to be informed when these come out, or when I do my live streams? Then hit that bell and make it ring, because school is in session. Catch you later, students.